The last session, Kathryn referred to exits. I believe this is the same as what George Fowler labels as blocks. Could you address strategies that you have found successful in working with exit/blocks?
I believe George is mostly using the word blocks to refer to relational blocks. I usually use the word exits to talk about the in-session process. When a client exits the affect, there is overlap because in session people block, and it's used in session in the experiential process in session. I could frame it as a block. I don't usually use that word. I use exits, I use detour, but blocks fits too for the in session experiential moments when I think I'm going into the pool of emotion and the client exits, they go cognitive. Some people would experience that being a block. She's blocking her own affect. She's blocking me. She's blocking. But generally, I think that George is talking about relational blocks and how to work on those in therapy. And that in EFT, one of the key components of stage 1 is assessing and articulating the relational blocks for the family. Because the family, if they don't address the blocks, the family system starts changing because of the block.
Would a relational block be this couple is stuck or this family is stuck because the wife can't really take in the husband's pain? Whereas an exit is if you were working with her sadness and then she goes, and I have a story, in 1975, this happened. That would be a detour or an exit.
Yeah, and that's about the in-session process for me.
And that's the in-session. The block is consistent throughout. It's a relational block.
If I'm working with a withdrawer and we're in stage 1, I'm expecting him or her to exit. So I follow their exit and then I rejoin with them in wherever they went. And then I have to walk them back to what I need them to focus on, usually around affect. That makes perfect sense. I'm asking this person to go closer to the part of themselves that they've needed to avoid. So I make sense of the exit for myself initially. And then as we get going in the process and I'm building rapport, I will eventually need to reflect the exit. How is it that I need to be persistent and I need to bring you back to this data, this inner world, your own emotion, your own pocket of pain? I see that you want to go somewhere else. You bring me to your cognition. You tell me a story about it. And at this point in the process, I would like to block your exit. Now, there's both words in the same phrase, blocking the exit. So that's a classic working with an exit with a withdrawer. We have to take the withdrawer's exits and go with them. Remember how in EFT we share the lead with our clients. So this would be a primary example in stage 1, early in treatment, still building rapport, where I have to follow the withdrawer's lead as they exit.
You said number 1, you follow them.
You expect it.
You expect it and you follow them. You'll listen. And then number 2, you're going to bring them back. You bookmark the last emotional word that they said. And then after they get out their bit, then you bring them right back.
Putting a pin in it.
You put a pin in it mentally, and then you bring them back after you go on their little exit, their trip, their detour.
Yeah.
And then the third thing that I heard you say you do after you've formed somewhat a relationship, and then you say, okay, this is where I want to block you. I need you to just stay with the sad.
How would it be to linger here? I can't follow your lead right now. We're going to lose this amazing emotion that just came up. We want to capitalize on this despite your amazing, massive discomfort with me even focusing on it right now. I'm not letting you exit. And how is that for you?
So you won't just say, zzz, 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 you know.
I might want to, but...
I know that we as clinicians, imperfect as we are, sometimes want to go, but instead you'll say, how is this for me to hold your feet to the fire? You just said something really important. We want to capitalize on this amazing emotion, honoring their process.
You got to block their exits. That's the main thing about stage 2 is you'll feel me be more focused and block your exits. Like I literally say that to clients as we're heading in and starting withdrawer engagement. What will be different in our stage 2 session? So in the next session, as we get started, withdrawer, you're going to feel my focus, my heat. Pursuer, you're not going to get as much airtime. I want to make sure we're going to be okay with that. Withdrawer, you're going to watch me block your exits because we've got to develop traction with your inner world. And that takes consistent, repetitive focus.
For more hot tips on emotionally focused therapy, go to theeftcafe.com and sign up for our newsletter where you will receive short little clips like the one you just watched.